Hello, hello, everyone in Facebook land. It is Barb Stamp's free Facebook class starting now. So, today is Thursday. That's my usual Facebook day, and I usually go live at 7 p.m. Eastern, 6 Central, 5 Mountain, and 4 Pacific. So, if you're joining me, please say hello, give me a thumbs up, share the video, leave a comment, ask me a question, whatever you want to do, because I'd love to see you and talk to you. So, looks like people are jumping on, and so that must mean that I am live and you guys can see me, so yay. I always enjoy that. What is with my silly Facebook on my iPad? Sometimes technology is just crazy. I did a Zoom call with my team last night. We had our team meeting on Zoom last night. Oh yay, thank you guys for all those hearts and thumbs up. And it was the first time I'd done it. I did it on Zoom so that a bunch of us could be together, which was really, really fun. And then I streamed it through Facebook to our team page so that those gals that couldn't be on the Zoom could still watch it on Facebook. And so there was a little bit of technology that I had to familiarize myself with last night. So, but it was really fun. We had a really good time. We did some mystery stamping. I demonstrated some of the make and take projects, and yeah, it was just a lot of fun. So while I'm talking about my team, because they're amazing, and I see Charlene on here, so hello Charlene, she's on my team. If you guys are interested in joining a Stampin' Up! Team, I would love to have you on my team. We have a lot of fun. Whether you're local to me or long distance, it does not matter. Whether you want to be a discount shopper or what they call a hobbyist, or if you want to do what I do and try to make a little extra money or run it as a business, I would love to have you. Right now, joining as a demonstrator, you can add brand new Stampin' Up! Products to your starter kit. What we were able to pre-order as demonstrators, you guys can add to your kit when you join to be a demonstrator. You pay only $99 plus tax, and you get $125 of anything you want that we sell currently. So keep that in mind. I'd love to have you on my team. If you're just ready to jump in and join, you can go to my blog. I have a link at the top that says join my team, and you can do that. So who do we have here today? We have Donna and Marilyn, Pam and Sonia, Charlene, Pam, Cindy, Valerie, Laura, Sandy. Oh, Laura is also on my team, and Laura was on the meeting last night too. So hello, Laura. Did you see that you won a prize? Just going to throw that out there. It'll be in the mail tomorrow. I packaged them all up today, so it'll be out to you. So am I? No, I should be live on my regular page. I just can't get my stupid iPad to work here, so I can't see myself, so I really have no idea. I mean, obviously I can see you guys commenting, so I'm assuming that you're watching me, so clearly, but I don't understand because this technology thing just really throws me for a loop sometimes. And frustrates me and irritates me. So there you go. But stamping does not irritate me or frustrate me. Stamping I love. Okay, this is just not stupid. What the heck? I don't understand this at all. I can see myself last week. Oh, well, who cares? As long as you guys are commenting, I'm going to assume that I am live. So we're going to go with that. So there you go. All right, so girls and guys, if there may be any watching, I have some really cute projects planned for you today. I don't really have any fun stories. Usually I have, like, my kids have done something silly, or my husband, or whatever. Oh, I guess my daughter, she slipped down some stairs at a friend's house last weekend and twisted her ankle really bad, and I actually took her to the not the emergency room, but the urgent care on Saturday morning, I think it was. And yeah, they said she'd sprayed it pretty bad, and it is all black and blue on the side. It's just disgusting. So that's not really a great story, though. You know, you don't ever want your kids to get hurt. So yeah, there's that. All right, what else do I need to say before I flip my camera? Because I want to show you guys some cards. I want to show you my team swaps. The girls that participated in the swap for our team meeting last night, they sent some amazing cards. And oh, I have a winner. I do need to talk about the winner. So I did a drawing from the comments and the sharing of last week. Oh, Evelyn just finished cutting her husband's hair. I cut my husband's hair all the time, Evelyn, but he's one of those guys that just uses a bzz, you know, so it's not very difficult. And he actually does most of it himself. I just have to trim up the neck so that it's even. I don't think I could do a haircut on him if he actually had hair, because he really doesn't have any hair, but don't tell him I said that. although I think he knows. Anyway, so commenting and sharing of the video last week, I have the winner is Mary. I think it's Rancier, I'm not sure, but anyways, Mary, you have the Hello Cupcake stamp set. So I will need you to get me your address. You can message me here on Facebook, or you can send me an email, barb@barbstamps.com, with your address, and then I can get that out in the mail for you. So congratulations, Mary. Thank you for watching, sharing, and commenting. I appreciate that very much. Okay, I think, like I said, I am going to flip the camera because I do have some swaps I want to show you. And if I think of anything else that's super exciting, I'll just tell you while I'm doing everything else. So there you got a nice shot of my neck. Ooh. Okay, so let's do that. And you can see I've got a pile of cards here. And I wanted to talk about this particular stamp set because it is one that is leaving us. So it's retiring. But it's also on sale, which I honestly didn't even realize it was on sale until I happened to be looking in the online store for something, and I saw it. And I thought, what the heck? Normally stamps are not on sale, but this one is. So it's on sale for $20.80, which is a great deal because this is a very loved stamp set. You can see I have used, I've used it a lot. I have thoroughly enjoyed this stamp set. I have an online class for it on my blog. I think it was the very first online class I ever did. Ooh, hello, Barbara. What a great name you have. So this was the first online class I ever did. It was a couple years ago, and the projects are amazing. So check that out if you're interested. And I have a bunch. So I also have, when this came out in our catalog 2 years ago, it was a bundle, and it was bundled with a die set that has what? That has this little tiny flower. Hello, Penny. Thank you for joining us. This large corner piece here, and then this butterfly. Okay, so it was paired with the die set, and that's what my online class is. But they also had this gorgeous paper, and there is some of the papers are used in my online class as well. Well, I found a package of that paper in my stash, and so the first 4 people that order the Abstract Impression stamp set from me, I'm going to send you guys a quarter package of this so that you can make some of these cards using this gorgeous paper, okay? But I just want to throw out some cards here because I have a ton of samples with this stamp set. So I've got this first one here that pretty much just uses the, what do you call this? Sentiment. Geez, words are hard. The sentiment, and then with the little flowers, and then some of the paper. Here's one where I die cut that. It's a corner image, but I just trimmed it out so that it could be a focal point rather than in the corner. And if you can see, I've got a little bit of glitter in the center of these flowers. What that is I used mini Stampin' Dimensionals to adhere this to the card. And so this part is obviously sticky, so I just dumped some Dazzling Diamonds glitter on there. So hello, Vicki and Debbie. Thanks for joining us. So here's one I've already showed you where we've got the corner piece, and then the corner piece was cut again out of these 2 colors and then sort of trimmed up a little bit. We've got some little details there, and then a sentiment from I'm not sure where. Here's one that uses some of the gorgeous paper and the gorgeous butterfly. And then we've got a little bit of embossing in the background there. Another one using the champagne foil, and then of course a little bit of stamping sentiment. Here's one. I did one similar to this a couple weeks ago for you guys on a Facebook Live. So I've got this one here. Here's one that uses a very different color combination, which I think is really fun. This is one of those kind of technique-y type cards where you have this centerpiece. These 2 side pieces are popped up, and then you get a little bit of that fun stamping down the center. Got this one here using the Mango Melody and the Melon Mambo. Really pretty. I mean, the stamp set, yeah, it's just amazing. I just absolutely love it. Here's one where that quarter piece was colored with sponge dauber and ink. Really pretty. Butterfly again, some of that gorgeous paper. And then we used to sell these silicone mats that you could do embossing with our folders or with our dies, and I think we're gonna have something like that coming back with our new machine when the new machine comes out, hopefully very soon here. All right, we've got this one here with the lovely purples, little stamps there. Here's another one with the mango, gorgeous. Here's one with that fun paper. Again, this paper was so pretty. This one here using Blueberry Bushel and Pineapple Punch. These are two of our colors right now that are going to be retiring in a couple of weeks. So June 2nd is the last day you can buy any of these in color items. So we've got the Pineapple Punch, Blueberry Bushel, Lovely Lipstick, Grapefruit Grove, and Call Me Clover. And they're all retiring. So if you need anything in those colors, get to the store and get those. Shoppingwithbarb.com. There's a little plug for myself. And then I've got the butterfly here, a couple more patterns of that paper. So remember, the first 4 people that order this stamp set from me, I will gift you a quarter of this package paper, and you can make any of these cards that you'd like. So we've got this one here, a little bit of stamping, a little bit of paper, die cutting there. Let's see, this one I think is the same. I just didn't wrap the twine around there. I just added some sequins instead. Really pretty. Ooh, this is a really good one. This is Red and Coastal Cabana, or I mean Poppy Parade. Beautiful together. So I just love it. The stamp set's really easy to use. You don't really even have to line anything up. You just stamp it in a lighter color, stamp over with the dark, and it's just amazing. Another same color combination, just a little bit different layout there. So got a few different options with that. That one I already showed you. Here's one where we have a rounded off corner. Again, our new machine will be able to do some embossing with die cuts, which is going to be super cool. And then finally this one here with the Rich Razzleberry, Highland Heather, Melon Mambo, and I think that might be Blushing Bride. So yeah, just lots of options. Oh, I found this one too. This one uses a little bit of Petal Pink along with the, must be Blushing Bride, and then the mint. So yay. So there's some just little fun for you. Make sure you check that online store because there are some amazing deals there on some of these retired products. Get those cards out of the way. Now this leads me into our paper pumpkin for June. Is a Share Sunshine box. And so it's kind of designed, it makes some cards. I think it makes 8 cards and then maybe some treat type items, if I remember right. And so the box is designed that you can use the cards, make the cards, whatever you want to do. But then there's a little sticker inside the box that you can cover this paper pumpkin logo here. And then you can actually take the box and gift it to a friend full of yellow items. That's where the sunshine comes in. And so I think that's going to be super fun. I kind of think it might sell out like our May kit did. So if you are interested in getting this, I would recommend getting signed up with Paper Pumpkin as soon as possible. Unless you're already a subscriber, then you're in. You're going to get it. Like me. I'm very excited to get that. All right. So here are the swaps from my team meeting last night. I had 5 gals participate. They each sent me 6 cards. So I didn't actually, I had 6 people because I participated, but I don't have my card because I mailed them all out today. But anywho, so this is called, I think it's called Rustic Retreat. And actually both of these, I believe, are from the Rustic Retreat stamp set. So this was made by Patty. Really fun. She used a little bit of masking there to add the sky and the ground. Really fun card. This one was by Denise. Great use of the open circle there to add some ink and then stamp the images there. Really nice. This one was stamped by Vicki. So we've got the pretty peacock here. I can't think of what this stamp set is called, but it's a really fun one. So the theme was masculine. Can you tell? And then this one was by Barbara. This is the double point card. And so I think I showed you guys a few of those last week, but I didn't make mine open. I didn't have mine open. I just had mine be like this. And then I had the card open itself. So you can do either way. And this uses the Rooted in Nature stamp set along with the Special Day, I think is what it's called, if I remember right. Then this is a Technique-y type card done by Kay. One of my long-term downline members. Kay and I have been stamping together for probably 16 years. She's been with me, so that's a long time. It's amazing. And she did a gorgeous card using the Sailing Home stamp set. So this is another like Technique-y type card. So nice job, girls. Thank you so much for participating in the swap. I really appreciate that. Okay. I think that's it for the blah, blah, blah that I always do. So let me grab a box of stuff and we'll start stamping, since that's what everyone's here for. Okay, we are going to use the Ornate Thanks. This is not retiring. It's a brand new product in our catalog that anybody can order in the month of May. So that means customers can get a sneak peek at something in our new catalog. There's 2 bundles in the Ornate Garden Collection. There's the Ornate Thanks that comes with the Ornate Layers or Ornate Borders dies. Then there's the Ornate Style stamp set that goes with the Ornate Layers. So I'm using this stamp set and this set of dies. Hopefully that makes sense. So this set of dies, I just want to kind of show you how I went about doing this. I do have all of them cropped out so you can see what they do. So we have this small, really fun die here, this little guy. We've got this kind of border type die. I'm going to bring in my brown here so you can see what that does. And I did this one twice. And we have this large kind of postcard size die. We have this little guy here that's the same as this, but a little bit bigger. We have this long piece here that has these little fun dotted edges. We have a skinny stitched rectangle, a long skinny layer, and then here this is a single, just so you can get a look at that. And then this actually isn't in this particular set of dies. This is in the other one, but this die is really, really fun. And so this is the actual die that I'm using along with two of the dies from this set here. Okay, so I'm using these two, the outline rectangle and this fun detail here, and then I put this one inside. And you can see what I did with that. I centered it so it looked really perfect, and then I used washi tape to get that to stay. And I'm actually doing this for my Big Shot at Home girls. So if any of you girls are in my Big Shot at Home class, this is one of the cards that you're going to be getting in your kit. I'll be mailing those out. Should be having them done tomorrow. So that's how I did the die cutting, because I thought you guys might be interested to know that. All right, let me put this away. Well, I'll leave that out just for a second so you can sort of see what I did when I pull it out here. Okay, so I'm going to be using a layer of basic black. Oh, I need a layer of white too, so hang on. I've got a piece of Blackberry Bliss from the Regal's Designer Series paper. It's retiring, but it's still available. I have a white layer. And then here's that one that I showed you. I did it out of black. Okay. And then I have a scrap, and I can't remember why. Why do I have this? Oh, now I remember. Looking at my box of stuff, I know what I've got going on here. I've got some purple posy. And then I've got this little half-inch circle punch, and this is also retiring, which I can't figure out why. It's amazing, and I love it, and I will not be getting rid of this. So if you guys come to my used stamp sale when I have one, that little punch will not be in my sale because I'm not getting rid of it because I love it. Okay, so these two packs of paper are still available in the store. The Designer Series papers. All the patterns are the same. It's just this package has our 2019-2021 in colors, which are the Rococo Rose, Pretty Peacock, Purple Posy, Seaside Spray, and Terracotta Tile. And then the Regals collection here, like I said, they're both still available. So, all right. So let me go ahead and start putting this together. So I've got these little circles here, and I am going to just very slightly snip off the edge so they're not completely round. Okay. It's because I'm going to put these behind my flower so that it actually really pops. Okay. So I'm going to add a tiny bit of glue. It's always a crapshoot of which one of these glues is going to work for me. Okay. So I got a little bit of glue there. And then I'm just going to put that, kind of wiggle it around so that it's mostly covered there. Pam said she just got her Ornate layer dies today and she can't wait to use them. I can't wait for you to use them, Pam. They are amazing. I know they were on back order for a little bit, which unfortunately during this these crazy times that we're having, it's the norm, I think. Well, not norm, not everything is on back order, but you know, some of our popular products, they can't get things in as quickly as they would like. Because everybody's trying to air freight stuff in, and so, you know, they kind of have to take turns with the airlines, I guess, or with whoever they use. Oh my, that almost fell off. Get back over there. Okay, so we've got another one here. Press that into place. Had a little fuzzy sticking out there. And then I have this other one that I'm not going to cut. I'm just going to add it to the center. And just cover up that circle or that cute little flower in the middle as best I can. This isn't covered up perfectly, but it covers it up enough. Okay. Then I am going to add some dimensionals. So I'm going to add the dimensionals on those little flowers that I just glued down. That way they won't be seen. So they're going to kind of hide back there. And you know what? I actually probably should have used our black dimensionals. I sometimes forget that we have those, even though they're sitting right here in front of my face. But we have these gorgeous black dimensionals. And since this is black, that probably would have been a really good thing to do. Okay. So I'm going to center this as best that I can. Just kind of keep looking here and see. Okay. I'm going to fold this in half. It's hard to see black, so did I even get that straight? I think so. It's so hard to know if things are straight. Okay. Then we've got our Blackberry Bliss, and this happens to be the other side of the paper. So I'm going to center this. And I actually casing this card from a friend of mine, a fellow demonstrator. And so she did it with different colors, but I really thought the black was really cool. And I really liked how it works. And I've got another one I'll show you. So the gals in my Big Shot class are getting a different color than what I'm showing you here. But sometimes I like to make, you know, more than one card, just because I like making more than one color. I think it's fun. Okay, then I have a little sentiment piece here, and I need some ink. Where is my ink? Hold please while I spin my thing around and find my ink. Okay, so this little stamp says my friend, and so I'm just going to stamp that right there. And then I've got my classic label punch. I better move that before it gets in the ink and then I make a mess. And so I'm leaving the right end open because I'm going to put that on the edge of the card. Charlene says she loves the Ornate sweetened dies and can't wait to get hers. I can't wait for you to get yours either, Charlene, because it's amazing and you are going to love it. And Charlene's a member of my team, so my Ornate Garden online class that I have available, Charlene got that for free. So Charlene, you'll have lots of ideas that you'll be able to do with your dies and stamps when you get them. Okay, so let me get that little snipped edge off, and then I'm going to bring in or I may have to cut it. Let me see if I have one in my drawer here. I need a layer of white, and no, I don't. So quickly I will cut this. There we go. And I'm going to stamp a couple more things on here. So the front says my friend, and then this one says, now I can't remember, just wanted to say. So we're going to stamp that up here at the top of our piece that goes in the middle. Okay, and then we have the thank you. I just find I'm really enjoying having lots of thank you cards these days, you guys, because people are just so kind right now. I mean, I know there's a lot of crap going on, but I haven't really experienced any negativity personally. And so every interaction I've had with people, whether it's at a store or anybody who, you know, customers of mine and stuff, I've had no issues with people. And I'm really glad about that because I know there's a lot of crap going on. All right, so I'm going to clean those off. And, oh, this one too, my friend. And then I'll glue that to the inside, but I want to make sure that I don't. Here's my other card that I'll show you here in a sec. Let me get some of this stuff out of the way so I don't make a mess. Okay, do I have ink on my hands? It doesn't look like it. Okay, yay, because I really hate when that happens. You're working on your card, you've just about got it done, you close up your ink or something, and then you get ink on your hand, and then you touch your card, and bah! Super annoying. Okay. So there is the card almost done. We have some rhinestones here. I'm going to bring in my take your pick tool. And we're going to just pull off some of these tiny little rhinestones and set those right in the middle. And adding a rhinestone, there's just something about that. The card was super cute without the rhinestone, but then you throw that rhinestone in there and it's just like an amazing, over the top, fabulous card. Okay. So there it is, super fun. Got the inside done there. Now here's my other one. This one is with Flirty Flamingo. So it's the same. I haven't done my inside yet, but my girls in my Big Shot class are getting the Flirty Flamingo version, and then you guys are getting me demonstrating the Blackberry Bliss Purple Posy version. So yay, so that's my first project for you today, girls and guys. There may be some guys watching. I don't know if too many guys watch me, but if there are, welcome. Okay, so I will clean up that mess and get my stuff ready here. So thank you guys for the love. I appreciate that very much. Let me move these over here so you can see them later. And now we're going to make a card similar to this, not in like this stamp, but this style of card where it's kind of a fun fold kind of thing. So it's a different size, obviously. These are 4 1/4 by 4 1/4, and then have this little fun thing on here. So this was a, you know, I do a lot of cleaning down in my stamp room. Don't get me wrong. I don't clean anywhere else in my house because I literally, well, I'm a neat person, but I'm not like get on my hands and knees and scrub every corner kind of person. So my house is neat, but my stamp room is kind of messy, and I really hate that. So a lot of the times I will do some rearranging and cleaning. So I found this card. That's the whole point of me blah, 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 yammering on, is because I found this card. I thought, oh my gosh, I love that style. I'm going to make one. So that's what we're doing today. All right, so we're going to use one of my favorite retiring colors, Lovely Lipstick. It's still available in the store. So, and then we're going to use this just as a guide piece. This is our gorgeous Magenta Madness, brand new. So there's a sneak peek for you guys. Here's some sneaky cards I'm going to show you in a little bit. So here's a layer, and then we have some other fun things here. Okay, so we are going to actually use, we're not doing this exact card, but we're going to use this stamp set and this punch. So we're using the Above the Clouds, and I think this is the Hot Air Balloon Builder or something like that. I can't remember. Anyway, they're both retiring. I'm trying to think. They're sold as a bundle, so you can get 10% off when you order them both. So that's just a little bonus there. And I do have a couple cards using it. So this is one that I did for, I think it was a Facebook Live or a blog hop or something that I did a while back. I can't remember exactly. Here's one I did where I did the ink pad swiping, where you just take your ink pad and you just swipe it across your paper. This happens to be what we call the shimmery white. And so I did that, and then I just added some balloons in black. And then this one I got in a swap from, I don't even know who, because I don't have a name on it. But I loved how she created the hills in these two colors of green, and then we have like a balloon fiesta, like somebody's in Albuquerque, New Mexico here having a balloon fiesta. Checking all that out. Speaking of balloon fiesta in Albuquerque, New Mexico, my brother got married up in a hot air balloon at the balloon fiesta probably 7 years ago. So that was kind of cool. No, I wasn't there. I would have loved to have done that though. Okay, enough about that. Starting the card. 4 1/4 by 8 1/2, folded in half to make a 4 1/4 inch square card. Okay. I have a 4 by 4 layer of Lovely Lipstick here, and I used the High Seas folder, so it's like waves on it. But I saw it if you flip it upside. Oh, sorry guys. It's been really nice here, and so I've been hanging out outside, and I think my allergies are starting to kind of get to me. My son and my husband both have allergies, and I do occasionally, and I think that's what that was. So no Rona here. Okay, so but I thought if you flipped it upside down that it would mimic more like clouds, and so that's why I'm using that, because I thought it would have like a cloudy background there. So there you go. Okay, then I have a piece of Call Me Clover, piece of white. The white is 2 3/4 by 3 1/2. This is, hello, Royalia. Good to see you. This is 3 3/4 by, no, yes, 3 3/4 by 3. Yes, thank you, Cindy. I actually am almost afraid to go to the store with my allergies because, you know, if you're in the store and somebody sneezes, whoa. So I'm almost like, telling my daughter, can you go to the store for me? Except she can't because she has a sprained ankle. So I'm just going to have to go and hope to heavens I can maintain and not be sneezing all over the place in the store, because I wouldn't want anybody, you know, to freak out on me. Okay, after I said everybody was being really nice, somebody might not be so nice if I'm in there sneezing. Okay, so I am going to start by stamping my white layer here. All right, I need some blacking. Here is some black right here. Oh, sorry, I just bumped the camera. This thing must just be in a weird spot for some reason today. All right, so I've got a little sentiment that comes in the stamp set, and this says, life is a beautiful ride, which, you know, honestly, I think it's pretty good. I can't complain. Oh, you know what? I need something dark. You know how I am on white. I can't see. So I put something colored behind there, and then I can totally see, because I want it right down here in the corner, because my balloons are going to take up some of the room. Okay, then I have this little guy here, this little balloon, and there's a number of balloons in this stamp set there. As you can see, there's 2 detailed ones and then the solid one here. So People either, I know, Debbie, isn't that crazy? And it's like, I try really hard to like maintain and not sneeze, but you know what happens. You can't do that because it's bad for you not to sneeze. Okay, so I'm going to stamp that up here in the corner. There we go. And then I've got a scrap that I'm going to stamp this other detailed balloon on. Okay. There we go. And then I need 2 of the little baskets. And I think if I stamp them... No, I better not do that because then I might not have enough room. But I think if I stamp them in the corners, just the way the punch is designed, I'll be able to punch them out. Okay. Oh, that was a crappy basket. Hold, please, while we try another one. Oh, maybe that's just a stamp. It must be darker on that side. Otherwise, I may be a heavy-handed stamper, and that is quite possible. Okay, so I'm going to let these things dry just a sec, because I'm going to color them in with my blends, and I feel like I have ink on my hand. Yes, I think I do. Hold, please. Well, I grab a wipe, because nothing annoys me more than getting ink on my cards, because you know what the problem is? I think it's this lid. Here's a tip for you. You guys know I always have tips for you. So when you're using Memento or Stays-On, you know, you're taking the lid off and on, you get all this black around the lid. See that? Take a wipe and get rid of it every so often. Okay? Because that, I think, is my problem. I haven't cleaned this for a little while. And so as I'm touching this lid, I'm getting ink on my hand. Okay, so we'll do that. Then you can also take your pad, because as you're putting your lid on and off, you're also going to be getting black ink on this edge here, which can also transfer to your hands, which can also then transfer to your project and make you sad. And I don't want anybody sad because of this. So, a little tip for you. See, look at all that I'm getting off. So if you just run your wipe or, you know, a wet rag or something, a paper towel, whatever, around there every so often, because for some reason, when we're closing and we're touching the pad, even though we don't realize that we are, we totally are. So there is a tip for you. If nothing else, I am full of tips because I make lots of mistakes. All right, let me dry my hands off on my clothes and we're good to go. Okay, so there's a tip. So now I can put the lid on. What is that? What is that? That looks like more ink. Oh, I'm just a disaster down here. It's just like, what do they call that? A hot mess? I feel like I'm a hot mess down here. Okay. So now I'm going to stamp some clouds. The stamp set does come with this little trio of clouds. But I don't want to stamp the clouds into my balloon. So I'm going to cover this balloon with a mask. So I just put this, did this on copy paper, my mask, and then I just cut it out. But I don't want it to be very dark, so I'm stamp off. And then we have a cloud there. And then I want this little single cloud over here. So kind of like up here at the top. Yeah, good enough. And then I also want some clouds. Where else did I want the clouds? Down here at the bottom. We want a couple clouds down here too. Okay, so I'm done with this. Ugh, here we got to open this up again. So we're going to stamp some birds. Little birds also come with the set, so we're going to stamp them kind of off. I like the appearance of random stamping. So if things are like off the page a little bit, it just gives it a little more random look, and I just kind of like that. Those aren't designed as well as the SU pads. I know, Jennifer, it's totally true, but you have to have Memento because we're going to be using blends, and we all know we have to use Memento with blends. It's just, you have to. Okay, so the blends I'm going to use are all retiring. So I'm using the Lovely Lipstick. These are all the light. Is this one light or is this one dark? Oh, I'm light, dark Pineapple Punch. So I've got the light Call Me Clover, the light Lovely Lipstick, and then the dark Pineapple Punch, okay? And so I am just going to do a little coloring, but I got to see what I've done over here first. Okay, so I'm going to start with my Pineapple Punch on this side here. And let's hope I can color in the lines because, well, as you guys know, I'm blind. I think now that all this is kind of slowing down a little bit, I can maybe finally get an appointment to get my cataract fixed. So that's something I'm looking forward to. Getting that fixed so I can actually see. Because then I can get new glasses, because I need new glasses because mine are broken. And this is so pathetic, you guys. I had my first cataract surgery in March of 2018. And a few weeks after that, I broke my glasses. Okay. Yeah, they've been broken ever since. They're actually held together with duct tape. And I keep saying to myself, before the second cataract came, I'm like, oh, I need to get new glasses. But, you know, it's one of those things, you got to make an appointment. You got to go in there. Then you got to pick out the frames, because I really literally broke off the temple. So I can't even have it fixed. I have to have new ones. And so, you know, then you got to find the right frames. Well, you know how hard it is to find frames when you can't see what you look like? So, yeah, so you're sitting in the glasses store and you're putting on these frames, but you're blind. So how do you know what you look like? I mean, it's just such a process. So I thought, I just kept putting off and putting it off. Well, then I started noticing I had another cataract in my other eye. And I was like, oh, good Lord, now I got to get that fixed. So I still have these glasses that are broken, but what's the point of getting new glasses when, you know, you're getting a cataract fixed and you might have to get new glasses again? So, it's a process. So I literally just hang out blind with broken glasses. Okay, so that balloon's done. Now we're going to move over to this one here, and we are going to start up here with a little bit of the green. And I realize this isn't actually part of the balloon, but I'm going to color it anyway. I think that's like where the strings are holding the basket together. Oh, actually, maybe it's not. Maybe the basket is hooked up underneath. Not really sure. Okay, then I want to do the lovely lipstick here. And I think I mentioned that these are retiring. That's a fun part of my, what am I trying to say? One of my clubs, my In Color Club, is you get all these markers too. In your monthly packages, you get the markers, because our new colors have markers too. Okay, now I need to stop talking and focus on what I'm doing, because I can't think here. Okay, so there, that's done. This I need to punch out, and clearly I stamped it wrong, because, yeah, how is that going to work? It's not. So hold on. I need a cheater stick. So what I mean by that is I have a little piece of cardstock here that I can make a little handle out of, so that I can just drop that down in there and get that punched out. So I call it a cheater stick. I don't know what you could call it. I know some people use Post-it notes, but you know, I don't want to waste a Post-it note on that. So I'm just going to go ahead and use a cheater stick, because I have tons of little skinny scraps of cardstock. Okay. So I'm going to bring in a couple of dimensionals, a regular dimensional and a mini right down here. And then we're going to add those, or this. So it's going to kind of cover that one a little bit. And then where are my baskets? Okay, they were on that piece of paper right here. I'm thinking they were on the piece of paper that I just lost. Okay, so we need to crop out our little baskets. You can see how cute that is. The little baskets. Oh my gosh, they're just so cute. Now, one thing I do with these baskets is I do trim off the top, because I don't want that little spot of white. That kind of bothers me. So I'm going to trim off the tops there. And then I'm going to add one with a dimensional, a mini dimensional here. It's going to be this one, but I'm actually going to snip off some of this balloon too. There we go. And then I'm going to add my basket like so. And then where's my other basket? Oh, I just found it. I need some glue. I'll add a little glue right here where the basket's going to go. Is there even glue coming out of this? Yes. Oh, I see we have some new people here. I see Darlene. Whoops, I got too much glue. Hello, Darlene. Welcome. Hopefully you enjoy what you see. Okay. Now, that part's done. Boy, this feels like it's taken me forever. Why is that? Is it because I'm talking too much? Or, oh, I guess I was showing you tips about the ink pad and making a mess and blah, blah, blah. Okay. So then we're going to add this to a piece of Call Me Clover. Okay. Then I am going to bring in some lovely lipstick ribbon. And I think that this is actually sold out. but it is what it is. I needed it, so we're using it. I need to move my take your picture all the way and some tape. Okay, so I'm just going to wrap this around the card at the bottom here. There we go. Try to make it even anyway. Sometimes that's a struggle. Hello, Barbara. That is a great name that you have. In case you weren't aware of how great your name is. Ugh, this glue is about gone. I think we're going to have to pull out another one. This one doesn't actually feel like it's much better, but we'll see. Sometimes it just doesn't work out. Okay, so we've got that added to the front. So now our Magenta Madness piece of cardstock is going to come into play here, because this is a quarter sheet of cardstock. This is 4 1/4 by 5.5. So when I go to add this, oh, whoops, this is the glue that has glue in it. I'm only going to put a little glue at the bottom, like not even halfway. Okay. And then I'm going to use this as a template, because I don't want my, when I add this little top piece, I don't want it to go higher than this. Otherwise it won't fit in an envelope. Okay. So there we go. So cute. And then the last thing I'm going to do is I'm going to bring in one of these little buttons here, and I'm going to bring in the Call Me Clover one and some glue dots. And I'm going to add a glue dot to the back of this button. Where is the... Did I get it? Nope. I think what I might have to do is use my Take Your Pick tool to get these glue dots off, so I can put them where I want them. I want them back there on the button. And these buttons are in our in colors, and they are also retiring. So if you are a fanatic about having lots of matching supplies, and you have some of these products already, I highly recommend getting the buttons too, because they are super cute. And our last little trick is I'm going to tie a little bow with this baker's twine, this white twine. This is also retiring, which I honestly can't figure out why they're retiring white baker's twine. I mean, it's like a staple. It's like adhesive. You know, I don't understand it, but you know, I don't get to make those decisions, so it is what it is. I'll get over it. Or will I? Okay. So then I need to cut that off. There we go. And then I'm going to add that with a glue dot. And you can see that the middle of my bow is way smaller than the glue dot. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to use my fingernail to kind of press the glue dot back on itself, so that it's just behind and not sticking to the front. And then I'm just going to press that right onto that right there. And it's done. And then I do have some other fun little surprise cards for you, because I was messing around down here today. And I do like to make things in multiple colors. I don't know why that is. I just find that to be super fun, making cards in multiple colors. So there is the card. Hope you guys like it and like my color combinations here. I thought they were all really fun, how I just kind of did the balloons different, and yeah, I had a lot of fun with that. All right. Oh, I need to keep my glue out. Put that away. I can put that away, put that away, put that away. Okay. We are needing to clean some stamps. Where's my chamois? And you guys remember last week I got a new chamois. You can kind of see I'm kind of carrying what it looks like and kind of not. So I'm kind of really using this top part here, you know, and saving the bottom, because I can mess it up. If I mess it up, then I'll have to use it. But I think the back side is pretty clean. So yeah, I can't tell you how excited I am about having a new chamois. What's a regular size, Marilyn? It's just our standard medium size envelopes. These cards are 4 1/4 by 5.5. Okay. So that's why I use that piece of magenta when I placed the top part on, so that it wouldn't be any bigger than a standard size card. Okay, let me put all these stamps in the buckets and get the final project stuff here. Okay, so let me move these out of the way. And then our last project is going to use some more retiring things, obviously. We've got the Broadway birthday stamp set. that coordinates with the Broadway Lights framelits. And here are the Broadway Lights framelits. So we have all of these different framelits in there. We have a little balloon stamp. So you can see we have a balloon stamp and a coordinating die. We have a little balloon string. There's a die there. The big word wish. The party hat. The ice cream cone. The ice cream top. Those have dies. The candle and the flame. And then we have this little fun piece. And I actually have a card where I did use that, where I cut it out of Granny Apple Green. And then I also cut it out of black. And so then I took all these little doohickeys and I stuck them back in there. So that was kind of fun. Then we have this large kind of banner with the insert piece there. And I did use both of them on this card. Let's see, we've got this card here that just uses the big wish. And then some of the stamps. Here's another one that uses the big wish. And then this is one of those kind of fun cards there. The, what am I trying to say? Gift card holder. Okay, so this is what we're going to use today. And so I've got my stamps here. We're going to be using the Grapefruit Grove along with the Night of Navy and the Poppy Parade. These, the Grapefruit Grove is retiring. And so that's kind of sad. It was another one. That and Lovely Lipstick were probably my two favorites from that collection of colors, but I did really like all the other ones because I liked how we had like a whole primary color palette, which was really fun. Now, you may be wondering, where did you come up with this color combination? Let me show you. Stampin' Up! Has these little color coaches. You can print them off. You can print them off on white cardstock. So they come, there's like, what, 9 on a page or something, if I remember right. Or no. Because they have a landscape. So I can't remember. But anyways, and I think I have a download for it on my blog somewhere. And then they also have the brand new in colors. So these are the retiring colors. Of course, the grapefruit, the blueberry, so I took them off my ring. But today I wanted to use grapefruit. And I thought, what am I going to do with, what am I going to pair it with? And so then I pulled out this. So I'm going to pair it with Poppy Parade and Night of Navy. So let's see how it works out for me. All right. I need a scrap piece of paper. Come on, Barb. There's scraps everywhere. Here we go. All right, so we're going to start out with the Night of Navy and the Grapefruit Grove. Well, actually, I might as well open them all. I'll do all my stamping, and then I'll close them all up so I don't get ink on my hands, because I'm having some issues with that. Okay, here's the stamps I'm going to use. So I've got the Hooray. I'm using the Hooray, and then I'm also using the dotted Hooray to kind of make that a two-step stamped image there. I'm also going to use the Sentiment It's Your Birthday. I'm going to use the party hat, the balloon, and the little balloon string, okay? So we're going to start out by stamping the Hooray dots in Night of Navy. I want something kind of dark. Oh, hello, Brenda is joining us. Has anybody asked me any question? I answered Meryl or Evelyn's question about the envelopes. Oh, I just see that you guys are sharing. Yes, please share. I appreciate that very much. That does help me out. Okay, so we're going to stamp the Hooray dots down here at the bottom. And I found you don't want to put too much pressure either at the top or the bottom, because then you might get too thick of dots. Well, in fact, I'll just show you what I'm talking about. So if you ink it up, and sometimes I'm a heavy-handed stamper, and so if I was a heavy-handed stamper and I might press down really hard, you can kind of see the difference there, how those are super dark at the bottom, not at the top, but this one, the dots are a lot more even. And that's the look, that's what I want. I want them to be a little more even. All right, so then I have the word Hooray that I'm going to ink up in the Grapefruit Grove. And I do find stamping the dots first is easier, okay? Because now what I'm going to do, you guys can see this, because sometimes I might have to get my head in here, we'll see. I can put this over the top and I can see the dots through my stamp. So if I'm very careful and I take my time lining it up, I can do a pretty good job of getting those in there. So let me take a moment of silence and concentrate. Ta-da! And so you can see how cool does that look, right? Okay. So then I'm going to bring in the It's Your Birthday sentiment, and I'm going to stamp that right underneath. About like so. And then this is the inside of my card, this piece here. So I'm going to stamp some balloons. So I'm going to start out with the Grapefruit Grove balloon. I might need a scratch paper, because sometimes I like to go off the page on purpose. I just find it to be a little more, I find random is sometimes, How's my card oriented this way? Random is sometimes, I think, better than not random. So you can see I'm going to go off just a tiny little bit. And then I need my chamois. Where are you, chamois? There we go. Okay, clean that off. And I'm going to ink it up in the Poppy Parade. And then I'm going to stamp this balloon just a little bit higher than that one. How much higher? Just a tiny bit. Okay. Then I've got my little balloon string here. And so we will try to stamp our balloon strings. Pretty close. I'll go with that. Okay. So I need to do my little party hat now. So what I'm going to do with this is I'm going to line this up. So you can see how there's like little stripes in this image, and then we have the little, I don't know what you call that, the little foofy stuff at the top of the party hat. So I am going to put this onto my Poppy Parade pad right at this edge here where the little foofy thing is not. So you can see, since it's clear, I can see through it. And there, I just inked that up in Poppy. And now I'm going to turn it over, and I'm going to bring in my Grapefruit Grove. And I'm going to get the little foofy thing there in the grapefruit, so that when I stamp it, I get one of those. So then I'm going to use, oh, I didn't bring them over here with me. I'm using my Stitched Shapes dies. And so I already did that, of course, because my Big Shot machine is not over here. And can I tell you guys, I cannot wait to get my new machine because my Big Shot is having some issues. Hold on, I'm just... Sometimes I get little funny edges, and so I have one of these little blocks. I think nail techs use these to do nails. Clearly, I don't get my nails done, but I think that's what they are. And I just kind of go around the edge to get some of those little pieces that don't cut all the way with from my Big Shot. So that is one of our stitched shapes. This is the second largest oval. Okay, get that stuff out of the way. And then we also got the party hat, because the party hat is one of the dies in the set. So that's what we have right there. And then I also have our layering ovals. So I have the straight ovals on one side of my package, and I have the scalloped ovals on the other side. So this is the number 5. And when I say number 5, the smallest one in my mind is number 1, and I go out from there. So this is what I say is number 5. Okay. So I am going to close up these ink pads now, because I think I am done with them. I don't want to make any more messes. Okay. So what I have now are these pieces here, and I have my card base, and I can put my inside in the card. A little bit of glue there. And I'm going to tell you guys a trick. Maybe you've seen me do this before, maybe you haven't. When I put an inside layer in my card, I make sure that I line it up on these 3 sides. I don't care about the middle at all. Yeah, Penny, I don't have time for nails. Me neither. So I'm only lining it up on 3 sides. So that way, let's say that my piece of cardstock isn't perfectly cut. No one's going to notice, because when you open it up, you wouldn't even notice if there was something up here that didn't match up. Like if this was cockeyed and there was too much on this, you would never see that. So I just line it up on those 3 sides. That may or may not be a tip. One time a lady told me that was a dumb tip and I shouldn't have shared it. And I thought, okay, whatever. Whatever, you don't have to take my tip if you don't want to. All right, so then what I'm going to do is I've got a... This is all the Poppy Parade ribbon I have left in this style. It's retiring. And it's also, we also have it in the gray granite and the granny apple green. And I do have well, hardly any granny apple green, but I have a little bit of the gray. But this is all the Poppy I have left. So I'm going to take this and I'm going to wrap it around this label. And there we go. And so to make it like tight, I'm just going to put tape right in the middle, because my hooray piece is going to cover that up, so no one's going to know that I stuck tape in the middle. All right, so cut that off. I don't know exactly how much I need to cut off, because now I just remembered I need my white twine. What did I use? Here we go. Okay, so then this little guy here, I'm going to add to the card with some dimensionals. So I'm going to put a dimensional here and a dimensional here. And then we'll add our little hooray piece. Whoops, I feel like I'm getting ink on my hand from that stamp. And this is just barely smaller. So you can definitely see the Night of Navy on the edge there. Then I'm going to take some twine and I'm going to tie it around these ribbons and tie it in a little bow. Okay. There we go. Finish that off. All right, so then I'm just going to fuss with this a little bit. This bow, it's a little bit larger than I would like. Okay, so then I'm going to end up sticking this on the front, about right here. But before I actually stick it down, I want to add a little bit of detail around where I'm going to place that. So I'm going to kind of just hold it there with my hand, just a little bit, and I'm going to take this little tiny, I don't know, these little diamonds are so cute. And so then I am just going to stamp a few little diamonds in this area here. And maybe one right there. Okay, so that I have little diamonds right there, and then I'm going to start over here and add a few little diamonds. And I find that these little stamps, I mean, they're pretty easy to line up. I'm not really having any trouble. So now I just want to make sure that it's enough stamping that I can see it, you know, when I put my label back on there. And I think I can. So now I'm going to add this with some dimensionals. So this one I'll bring in probably 4. Probably 4. All right. Oh, I don't know if I mentioned you guys, I am doing an in color club for the brand new in colors. I have all the information on my blog. Basically, it's $34.99 a month for 5 months. And each month you will get one of the in colors. You'll get an ink pad, a marker, an ink refill, some cardstock, some designer series paper, some little gems, and then you can add the Stampin' Blends if you want. So you can do that. You can get the information on my blog, or you can just Facebook message me that you're interested. I can add you to my list, or you can send me an email, barb@barbstamps.com, and I can add you to the list. I've also listed my product shares from the brand new catalog. So the designer series papers, the ribbons, all the embellishments, and all that stuff is on my blog, or I think I might have links to it on this page right here too. So make sure you check those out. All right, so that's it. There it is. Oh, you know what? It's not quite it. I have one more little thing. Because I was looking through my retired goodies, I found the iridescent sequin assortment. And I kind of feel like these might be Grapefruit Grove-ish. We'll see. Maybe not. Oh, maybe they're actually kind of a cross between poppy and grapefruit. Ooh, maybe. I thought they were grapefruit, but now I'm thinking, okay, I'm just going to do it. I'm just going to go for it. And I don't think it'll suck. But, you know, if it is, it is. Okay, take your pick tool. So we're going to take a big one and stick a big one right here. There we go. And then there's a medium-sized one in here. So I really like sequins, and these are really pretty. They do really catch the light nicely. Hopefully my hair isn't hanging in there and it's not bothering you. And then I have a little tiny one here that we're going to add as well. Ooh, yeah, I do kind of like that. It just gives a tiny little bit of shimmer. Oh, the hat! Debbie, yes, thank you. Good grief. I have a hat. Jeez, thanks. Somebody's got to keep track of what I'm doing. Debbie, you're in charge of me. I was going to stick my little hat right there. There. Now it's done. Thank you so much. Carrie said it too. Everyone's going, where's the hat? Thanks, you guys. Thank you so much. Evelyn, Carrie, Debbie, thank you for reminding me about the hat. Yeah, we did need the hat on there. So there's the hat. And here's a funny story. I like to copy myself a lot. I did this card. It may have been a Facebook Live a couple of years ago. I don't even remember, but check it out. I just love remaking cards and using different color combinations. I just think that's so much fun. So there you go. All right, let me get that little sequin back in there. You can see I really don't have many sequins left. So I guess it's okay that they're retiring. They've they've been used. All right, guys. Orders. If you want to order with me, I would love it. And here's my host code for the month. What else? Of course, my In Color Club, my product shares. What else? Paper Pumpkin coming up. If you're looking to be a demonstrator, you can do so and get brand new product in your kit. So much fun going on. So here's all of our projects for the week. I hope you guys enjoyed them. If you're watching on YouTube, go ahead and give the video a thumbs up. If you're on Facebook, hearts and thumbs up. Appreciate you guys so much. And I guess that's it. If you have questions, please leave them below. I do try to scroll through afterwards and see if there's anything that I missed. Please share the video for the prizes. And yay, guys, I will see you next time. Have a great week.